People, things, and money can be named as important factors in business. But information is also an important management resource, and they are called as the 4 major management resources. In business, each person is required to have appropriate knowledge of information security, follow the rules, and treat them with respect. The place of activity for everyone during the internship is not in Japan, but since you will be entrusted with your tasks as a member of a Japanese company, you should be aware of it, take responsibility, and treat information as carefully as money. In the modern era of business, cybersecurity has never been a bigger problem than it is now. Companies of all sizes are more likely to get phishing or ransomware attacks than ever before, making information security literally all the more important. Threats are coming from your own people. First, you should remember these 3 important information. 1. Information about customers. 2. Private information of the company. 3. Personal information. What information should we protect? Let's get the insights and be able to judge. What is the purpose of the criminal? The most common purpose is money. It's a lucrative market for criminals. They can also be espionage and terrorist activities. Wow, is that so? Unauthorized member information and ID passwords are also sold there. Criminals sell these stolen information there for money. I didn't know that. Because it is a transaction on a website, criminals all over the world can buy and sell it. Various things created in the process of corporate research, development, and sales activities are called company secrets or trade secrets. They are treated carefully by the company and managed and protected according to the rules. Personal information requires both conditions below. 1. Information that can identify a specific individual. And 2. The person is a living individual. If you don't understand, be sure to ask. You are asked by the host company, Mr. Kawasaki, to send an email with a quotation to Mrs. Honda of Hikari Beverage. Would you send an email to Mrs. Honda with a quotation of our Vietnam coffee and Vietnam rice? Yes, I will. Oh, that's right. I should reuse the email I sent to Mr. Suzuki. A few hours later, Mrs. Honda of Hikari Beverage replied, "The attached file is wrong." Uh-oh, I made a mistake. Points. When sending an email with the same content to another person, do not copy or reuse the email. Check that the attached file is correct. The host company has launched a new product. You have been asked to send a promotional email about a new product to your clients. Finally, a new product has been released. Send a promotional email to this list right away. Yes, I will. Okay, I just need to send emails to them in the list again and again. Next day, you receive an email from a client saying, "You have included email addresses of other companies." Oh, all the email addresses are completely visible. Points. The email addresses of the recipient entered in 2 will be disclosed to everyone who receives the email. Put email addresses in BCC when sending emails to your business partners all at once. Let's set delayed transmission to prevent erroneous transmission. You received an email from an email address you don't know. The minutes file was attached to the email. Is this a virus? I think I'm just gonna delete the file and email so that I don't get infected. A week later, it was discovered that the customer information of the host company was leaked. You remembered the spam email and immediately reported to Mr. Kawasaki that you might have been infected with a virus a week ago. Well, I received a suspicious email a week ago and I opened it, but I deleted it, so I thought it was okay. What? Maybe you got infected at the time. We should investigate as soon as possible. IT team started to investigate, but the problematic email was deleted, so the cause could not be identified immediately. It took a week to resolve. Points. If you receive an email from someone you do not know, do not open the attached file carelessly. When your PC is infected with a virus, do not delete evidence data or files. Do not turn off your PC when it is infected with a virus. When your PC is infected with a virus, disconnect the network immediately. Contact Persona shortly thereafter. One, do not open attachments before Holenso. 2. Do not click the URL before Holenso. 3. If you receive such emails, contact the host company and Persona. You are asked by Mr. Kawasaki to log into the internal system and enter the results of yesterday's survey. I'm in trouble if I forget it. The ID and password of the online game I use all the time would work. The next day, Mr. Kawasaki contacted in a hurry saying that there is an evidence that someone has logged in using your account and scavenged internal data. We are in trouble. Your account was used to enter the internal system and steal information. A virus has also been set up. What? I didn't do such a thing. Why did this happen? Points. Do not use your ID password that you use with different services with your host company's internal system. ID passwords stolen by other services are distributed among criminals on dark websites on the internet. Therefore, the criminal who knows the ID password will try to log in to other sites using the ID password. The damage using this technique is increasing very much now. You don't know where to be stolen. Be sure to use a new password during internship activities. Use complex and hard-to-predict passwords. If you don't know how to create a password, ask the host company or a persona. Lock the screen when you leave your seat. Mr. Kawasaki sent you a video introducing the company. The scenery of the manufacturing site of the company's factory was also in the video. You can check our company's main products and its manufacturing process. We make products using state-of-the-art machines. Cool! Japanese manufacturing technology is amazing. Your uncle is the president of a machine manufacturing company. You thought the information was useful for your uncle's company and share the video data with him. Uncle, I got a video of the factory from a Japanese company. You can see the manufacturing site, so it might be useful for you, right, Uncle? Points. Do not pass personal or confidential information to a third party. You must not provide the information obtained through your internship to a third party, regardless of whether it is paid or free of charge. You have to comply with the rules of the host company and the internship. It is possible that the host company may claim damages. I can't make excuse because I'm breaking the information handling rules. Mr. Kawasaki shared the important customer list with you, and he also told you about the transaction results so far. You wrote on your blog not only about today's internship activities, but also the name of the company you were taught, and information about the transaction. A week later, the largest company in the industry, Peach Computer, has canceled the contract. The reason for the cancellation is that the information written on the blog is internal information. Also, 1. Your host company is taken into question due to the poor management. And 2. They switched to a company with a more superior contract because they learned that the product was delivered at a higher price than the competitors. Due to the cancellation of the contract, the host company suffered a loss of 10 billion yen. What should I do? I can't take responsibility for such an important thing. Oh, Mr. Kawasaki, I'm really sorry. Points. 1. Do not post any information on SNS obtained through internship activities, such as unpublished new product information, without the permission of the host company. 2. Pay close attention whether the host company's confidential information is shown in the photo before posting any pictures. You were searching the internet for making research and visited a site that seems to be related. What? The same pop-up came out many times. Perhaps the previous site was scam. Is it okay to keep working? I can't even contact Mr. Kawasaki right now. Yeah, I should talk to Persona right away. When Persona checked the website and your computer, it wasn't a fraudulent site, and your computer wasn't infected with a virus. You reported the details of the matter to Mr. Kawasaki. It's kind of embarrassing to contact Persona. The website was nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Rather, it's great to be able to respond in accordance with Horenso. Really? Didn't I bother Persona with more tasks? Of course not. Even when you say maybe or perhaps, like this time, it is important to contact or report immediately. This time, you thought the site was suspicious, but there are also cases such as opening a suspicious file, lost data, and wrong email destination. Immediately contact and report when something happens or something goes wrong related to a security accident or information leakage. That's important. You can reduce the damage by responding immediately. Yes, now I understand the importance of reporting immediately. Thank you so much, Mr. Kawasaki. How was it? As you have learned in this video, it is very important that each person working in an organization always works with a security awareness. As a result, it leads to the protection of the company, the organization, and ourselves. Be aware. Don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions.